Okay, hello, I'm Franco, and today I'm going to go over 2 shoulder exercises that you'll see a lot of my programs that are often forgotten exercises that are great for your delts and your rear delts. The first one is called the push press. This is a movement that you can handle a nice amount of weight once you get into the rhythm and the groove of it. And what's really effective about this exercise, it uses the whole entire body because your whole body is under compression, meaning that you're holding the weight right in front of you in a push press position, and as you're going through the motion, your whole body has to be tight. So in essence, you're working your core a little bit. That's what's nice. It can be done on the Smith machine, dumbbells, and free bar. Typically I like using a barbell, a free bar, just in a squat rack or some kind of rack system. Now the keys for this motion is to keep your knees bent, like what I call an athletic position. You keep your knees always slightly bent, like you're ready. That's how you're going to be stable and the strongest. The weight is pretty much going to be above your above your chest, just below your chin, with your elbows slightly tucked in so you can get that pushing motion, okay? I like having the hands back a little bit so the bar's almost resting, so it helps you with the leverage. Chest up, chin up, arch your back. I like pushing up and not to lock out, only because you don't want to get the triceps too involved. Stop right here, down slow. Constant flow, constant motion. So more or less your hands are just outside your shoulders. Again, everyone's a little different. You can take it in or out just a tad bit, but the focus is front, side delts is what you're really going to hit. Now, when the weight gets really heavy, you can use your lower body. That's the pushing part comes in to the press. Some people like to keep their knees soft, and when they fail, or to squeeze out a few extra reps, they'll actually squat, and as they're coming back up, elevating, they push right through, catch, squat, push, and then so on and so forth. That's where the push press comes in. And I like doing that on the last 1 or 2 working sets to squeeze out a few extra reps. I don't do that right from the start because you don't really need to as far as warming up. Now from the visual, it's using a barbell again. Knees are slightly bent, chest is up and arched, elbows are tucked in just slightly. So you'll see that my hands, a comfortable position, it's just outside of my shoulders. I like keeping my hands bent back so it's resting instead of in front where I'm losing the leverage. Knees are soft, push it up without locking out too hard. Breathe out as you push up. And as it gets heavier, what I'll have the tendency to do, squat, dry, boom. So you'll get a little more oomph, because the positive end, the pushing up, it gets harder and you can resist more weight. So this is helping you bring the weight up and then you can resist it so you can squeeze a little more out of the exercise. From a side view, banging, again, knees are bent, push up and resist. Push up and resist. That's the push press. You can use this with dumbbells, Smith machine to get into the groove. But again, I like the barbell only because you get a little more freedom over the Smith machine. So that's the push press exercise. And the second one I'm going to go over is the rear delt raise on the bench. Again, a free weight exercise that I'm forced to do because I don't have a rear delt machine. But this is a nice exercise to really hit the rear delts. I'm going to have to change the camera on this. So put the weights in place. Let me change the camera around a little bit. And here we are. Okay. So rear delt raise on the bench. What I like about doing this exercise is that this isolates. Because a lot of times you see guys and girls, they'll do the rear delt exercise sitting down or just leaning forward, and they're swaying. There's a lot of action in there. Again, in my old videos you hear me say more momentum equals less muscle. So this cuts down on all momentum and really isolates the rear delts. So I'll plant myself down on an incline bench so your upper body's totally still, you're stabilized. So the only action, the only joint that's moving is your shoulders, and boom. So it's almost like you're doing a rear chest fly or a reverse chest fly. Lift the weight up, pause, down slow. Down slow. You're not going to need a whole lot of weight. 5 to 8 pounds if you're starting off with a woman. 15, 20 for your guy, and then gradually build up just to 1 to form. To make it a little bit harder and also bring in a little bit more rear delt, I like having the pinkies up. So you lead with the pinkies, throw them up, and then down slow. So I'm always keeping my back arch, my chest is sticking out a little bit to help support it, keeping my body totally still. So that's my rear delt raise. So these are 2 exercises you can utilize to really bring in more shoulder development, and that wraps it up. So any questions, hit me up, Franco@verizon.net. Look for me on Facebook, my forum, and thank you for watching.